Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the February version of the Fukeries. My name is Travis Singh, and I am currently sitting around in my room. And today, the extension for the uh, Haitian people in America who are trying to get their situation fixed has been extended, uh, going against the Trump regime's wanting of them to be deported and persecuted furthermore by ICE and Homeland Security and whoever else in their efforts to de-blackify America or de-brownify America. I don't know what you want to call it. So we're currently like having a moment. I know you can hear the stuff in the background, right? We're talking about Prince Andrew. We're talking about Musk. We're talking about Trump on the plane. We're talking about everything that's been going on because they are actively trying to like scramble their stories, whether they went to the island, whether they were on the plane. Like, but dude, you were flying on Jeffrey Epstein's plane during your freaking campaign for presidency. So, my thing is like, I wouldn't try so hard if I wasn't guilty. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be defending myself at every angle, every moment they say something. If I wasn't guilty, if I didn't do some grimy shit, and just because I know he's a narcissist, I know he was already pushing that envelope when he was doing whatever he was doing. He already thought he was untouchable, and I know this because I tell people a lot of time, I'm a recovering narcissist. I'm trying to stop the toxic things I learned growing up, whether from my father or my brothers or my friends. And jeez, man, like to see people getting away with the shit as I'm trying to fucking detoxify. I'm like, God damn it, man. Because I know how the mind works. It's like being a criminal and you see other criminals doing stuff after you just decided I'm not going to do those wrong things, and it's like, oh my god, I can see the patterns already. I have some kind of different intuition than these people, and I see that they're projecting. You know how they say whoever smelt it dealt it. Like if somebody farted, this is the entire Maga Republican Party. Every time they say somebody's a pedophile, every time they say somebody's something else, or they're blaming this one and that one, it's because of the things they are doing. And sorry about that. The finger got in front of the camera, but they are they're constantly making a a, a new spin. You know what I'm saying? The spin cycle of whatever they perspective they choose to push. So every time you hear a news story, or as it's been recently, these files have been being released little by little. Uh, you have them trying to change the story. We are officially at the point where after last night, and I'd like to speak on the Grammys for a moment. The Grammys did a good job the Grammys did a good job pointing stuff out and kind of giving a couple zingers towards the left. And I say the left politically because right now the right is just, they don't care if they're wrong or right. They just want to push their thing through, and hopefully they can do enough damage before midterms that they can maybe prevent an election. Pardon me again, but what happens is that there's Republicans that are, they need to get elected as well. You know what I mean? They need to get back to their job as well. Pardon me one moment. Let me get my light on here. So yeah, there's people from all walks of life that are like, they have to be present in the affairs going on right now. and their constituents, depending on where they are, such as Texas. Texas just flipped a seat that was traditionally red. That was red when it won the election. There's Republican senators and congressmen who are like, nah, whether it's Massey or I think Tillsman, all of them are they've been getting pushed past their morals, past their point of pistillation for a while because a lot of them come from real down to earth backgrounds, possibly, and a lot of them come from spaces where they need both kinds of people. They need foreign workers, like say in Florida. They need the migrant workers. Our crops are going after, especially after this recent the freeze we've had, the cold front. I think that there's a certain thing they were calling it. I can't remember, but after this cold front, they kind of made it be like, okay, we're gonna need. I even heard the side say, hey, oh, there's no global warming. There's a huge cold front coming. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? This is how they think. It's very. Let's see who can get this time. With the same dumb statement. So, like I said, that we're at the point right now where Epstein files is coming out all the time. They're redacting it. They're hiding names. Some people are exposing names, and it's basically just saying all these rich people. I want to say predominantly rich white Christian men are they're the ones involved with this shit. Yeah, we have a couple presidents. I'm pretty sure we have a Jay-Z. and that's sad within itself. But who knows what these guys are trying to do? I would hope he didn't do nothing like that. But then again, all these people are in the company of R. Kelly and Puff Daddy and a lot of people who did some dubious stuff. So, if they did their thing, hey, that's on them. That's not on us, right? But it puts into perspective that both sides are involved in this shit. Like this 10 years since we learned about QAnon, they were telling us that these people weren't a threat on their side. That everybody on their side was fine, but it ends up turning out that like the main person QAnon should be upset with was the person rooting for, which is Donald Trump. So all these people who were telling you about, the left and Pizzagate and all this shit, maybe some of that is true. Who knows? But their guy, when it comes to projection, and who smelt it dealt it. Their guy has been on that plane enough times. Their guy had that guy's plane on his campaign. So the mere fact that you were neighbors, that you used to hang out, that you have a rape charge that you have to pay $93 million for, that your former wife accused you of rape, that you had a little bit too much comfy position photographs with your daughter, that you said you would bang your daughter. All this shit, after these years, I'm not stupid. And whoever is stupid, that's their fucking problem. but no, I can't look at all that evidence and be like, this guy is a good guy for our country. This guy is going to represent our country so good. He's a tough guy. Anybody could be a fucking brute. Anybody could be a savage. I could be a savage right now. I could burn down my house and kill everybody in here if I wanted to, if that was the problem. But I don't do those type of things because it makes no fucking sense. I don't go out into the streets and become a vigilante because I don't want nobody to find out I did some fucked up shit, some years ago or maybe even recently. This is trying to protect an already damaged reputation where, just because of a cult following, people will let you slide with whatever you do. But there's people out there who don't like that stuff. There's men out there Maybe they're in a prison somewhere. Maybe they're just about to get out. And they're like, oh yeah, when I get out, I'm going to deal with you. Maybe somebody did something messed up to their kids or their wives or their family or something like that. And they're just looking at you. They're like, as soon as I get out, man, I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to finish this guy some kind of way. Even if he got to become a janitor in a White House, some kind of way, dog. And because of all those pardons and January 6th and all that shit, there's a lot of crazy people went to jail for January 6th, and he pardoned so many of them, and many of them are exhibiting recidivism. That's how you say it, recidivism. It's where you continue to do crime after you've come out of jail, and they have that revolving door for you. Many of them are doing things. Many of them are being found guilty of some really horrible stuff. But you know, these are things the rest of us would not get away with. These are things that are a factor of white privilege in that they often protect one another, even if it's horrible stuff. They live in a life where, hey, they deserve consequences. The others deserve consequences. You know, a white Christian male does not deserve consequences. Um, we're gonna go through this for like another. I keep saying we're gonna go through this for another 50 years to 60 years because these kids who are, maybe 15 years old, maybe even small kids, 5 and 6 years old, and they see their parents, following the trends of the others around them, and like, hey, we're gonna be, we're gonna be America's a Christian nationalist nation, and all these type of movements they got going on. We're still gonna have to deal with those people who grew up under those, the Trump supporters. They don't care about American history. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about law. They care about them being, and I probably have said this on every single video that I've done, every little post that I've made, but these the fuckeries, the proximity of power is the only thing they care about sometimes. Like if they have nothing else to live for, hey, at least I'm a white guy. At least I'm a white woman. I'm a, I'm part of the history of this country or something. Some of them, they know how long their family came to this country. Some of them may have come here, the 1800s, the 1700s. Who knows who's been here since the 16 and the 1500s, but most of the people who's here in this country now have not, their families have not been here that long. There's a couple. Can guarantee there's a couple. And most of those people are probably, I don't know, like, there's families that have been here for a long time. You know who they are. I don't know if it's the Bushes or the Clintons, but if you hear somebody named like Franklin or something like that, or James Smith, or those people have been here a long time. So they um they make a percentage of the population that, when it comes to being American, and even I don't like to call them native, because I think you need to be here, a couple thousand years before you say you're a native. You know, I need to see your skin change to the color of the climate. And these people be catching sunburns and skin cancer still. And not that other people don't catch those things, but it's like, physically, you might be more prepared with some more melanin in the state of Florida, where I live. But North America in general, too, it's like, there's cold areas, which is why, people can thrive. It's a temperate kind of climate where it goes, in between whatever. But, you would think after some time, after 400 or 500 years, 1,000 years, whatever, you develop into a different person. And the thing is, most of us are descendants of people that came post Ice Age. So the last 15,000 years is when the Ice Age started to thaw out, and then we started having like some lush vegetation. I think even the Sahara was green at one point. But and here I go going off into one of my world famous tangents, but um, People saying they're native, people saying people are foreigners. I'm like, dude, your people came here on the Mayflower. They couldn't find food to eat. They didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm pretty sure like they said that Vikings came here 1,000 years ago or whatever it is, and they had some settlements and they came through Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, parts of northern America, United States, current day, whatever, and that's fine. But they were like, no, we didn't want to stay here. Whatever it is, they didn't want to stay here. Some things said told them, hey, we don't want to be here. We want to go back to Scandinavia. And you know what's funny? Those people in Denmark, Switzerland, all parts of the Norwegian area, the Scandinavian area, whatever it is, um, they are also upset with our current president because he's been making some threats to Denmark and Greenland about their strategic defense position, as he would say. And pardon me, yeah, pardon me. It's like they're giving. What are they trying to? I'm trying to think for myself right now, but they're trying to make every excuse to do whatever Putin would have done. Like these are ideas another man has had. Like don't ever look at Donald Trump and be like he's got great ideas. These are ideas he's taken from other people or he's been told. Like even right now as we speak, there was a thing where they raided a Georgia elections office or something like that, and Tulsi Gabbard, who's a known Russian asset, uh, is on the phone with Trump immediately. So it's like, what's going on here? These two need to be, even though we know better, these two are in our government. You know what I'm saying? So it's some crazy stuff, and based on what they've been saying on the Epstein files, is probably like Russia and Israel, a couple other people, maybe Epstein himself had leverage on Trump. So, and also when he got arrested, I'm pretty sure I feel like Trump had him killed. You know, if he didn't have him killed, he killed himself. But Epstein had a lot of secrets. He had a lot of famous people, and you know, for a man to have an island and all those rich and powerful people, influential people coming on your island. Imagine if I had like all these people coming to my house and like, yeah, Travis having a barbecue. He's got some drinks going on. He got some trees going. Who's there? Oh, it's Diddy. It's Donald. It's Epstein. It's freaking I don't know LeBron. Whoever is famous at the time. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson is here. Whoever. But then you got some politicians. You got the Clintons. You got the Bushes. You got the whoever's. And I'm like, if you have all these people sitting there at your disposal anytime, like they just are these people like Clarence Thomas and some of these Supreme Court judges where they're just looking for a free ride, or there's something that they need to get that's going to benefit them if you trade the favor. And if that's what the government is, well, we should all be able to start trading favors. We should all be able to start doing some illegal stuff on the side. And if it's these backroom deals that contribute to our dysfunction in this government, we need to put a stop to that. So what's coming out next? You know, we all got the midterms. Please go out and register to vote. Find out where your polling stations are. You know, talk to your supervisor of elections definitely and say, hey, I have concerns and I feel like people are going to be messing with the votes, trying to throw away votes, all kind of, it's happened here in the state of Florida. They've literally found voting ballots that were being driven on the road and somebody picked them up and took them to the voting precinct or wherever they take them to tally the votes. So we have like I said, the Trump administration has ordered their law enforcement agents to go to the Georgia elections office and try to. This is where they're gonna start their fixing the election. They're gonna start rigging the election. There's never been like a more blatant like, hey, We don't like it. Every year, every time he's running for president, every time he's doing anything politically, somebody's rigging the election. Somebody's cheating. Before there's even any signs of cheating, he's like, "Oh, they're cheating though. They're cheating. You got to find out before they cheat." And I'm like, "No, dog. Like you're the only one saying people are cheating." And to me, it's once again, this is the this is the episode. I'm probably gonna call it "Who smelt it, dealt it," but the person projecting the crime or the offense or the violation is the one who is guilty of it. They have been this way the entire time. And once I always go back to the QAnon shit. They were the first ones saying everybody else is a pedophile, not us. And now it's them. And they don't want to know. So, whew. Let me take a quick breath here. And if you get a chance, check out Tiki EV. Tiki EV, we sell golf carts and e-bikes. I say we. It's a company owned by their employees for the most part. But check out Tiki EV, TIKIEV .USA, or check them out online. We sell e-bikes, we sell golf carts, pretty spiffy. We assemble them and everything. We do some pretty good prices, and if you want to check them out, I think I have a link on my page. Also, if you're in the Port St. Lucie area and on the Gatlin Road area specifically, you can check us out on Gatlin Road, Tiki Evi, as well as some of my business partners, Tacos Panchos, a high Peruvian restaurant, um, as well as a few other places around the way. And if you guys do have a chance to come out and visit, hit me up, leave a message in the comments and stuff like that. We'll try to get, see if we can get together and hang out. If you got questions, if you want to support, hit me up as well. Leave a message. And no, well, I'm saying we, it's just me. I guess maybe there's more people in there. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be trying to do some more stuff this year. And as far as, I don't know, like I was thinking maybe I could sell you guys some pepper sauce or some seasoning because I make some really good pepper sauce and seasoning. And I would like to find some ways to turn a profit if I can because why not? This is fun, but let's see if I can do some more stuff. I can do some more recipes. I can do some more. Maybe I can get myself a little bit more educated to the things I'm talking about so that I can be better at distributing this information because I get it. I get it how I live it. Wherever I get it from, whoever I get it from, sometimes the information changes. I try to stay as accurate as possible. And thus far, I found myself been able to kind of predict some things. So all the stuff that we're seeing right now, I seen that coming some time now. Like we knew this guy was a schmuck. We knew he was probably going to be messing with some kids. And I told you all the reasons why I said, hey, he's done this, this, and this, and this, and this already. It's a good chance he did these things, you know? And I'm pretty sure his ex-wife probably wanted him away from kids or something at some point. But none of these people in the Trump administration should be allowed around kids. If you support a pedophile, you should not be around no kids. I don't know who needs to hear that, but if you would defend one of those people, you should not be around. If I had kids, you should not be around my kids. You should not be around your own kids. So like after that, I think that we as Americans got to do something better. We got to I don't know, got to go pull them out of that office and install somebody better. This is not right. All right, JD Vance ain't gonna do it. JD Vance is probably outside picking a different mascara to put on or whatever kind of makeup he's looking for this year. All right, but like me as a man, and if I had two boys, I would not be putting on mascara. And ma'am, Mrs. Vance, if something is wrong, just blink, let us know. If we gotta come save you. um, Other than that, we've got this week coming up. There's gonna be votes on the dumbass government can't keep itself open again. I don't know how we spend so much money. We have all this money, but we cannot keep the government open. I don't get that. You have money for ICE to go outside and shoot people. persecute all kinds of people. Freaking take kids to a detention center by themselves, kidnap kids, take their parents, do all you have money to do all this horrible stuff. You have money to go play golf, you have money to go build a home, you have money to close the Kennedy Center 2 weeks or 2 years, I'm sorry, not 2 weeks. Like you have money to go play golf all the goddamn time, even though you can't play golf. You have money to oh, here's this next thing. There's a interview or a report where Trump is on the damn Oval Office at the desk. There's people around him, multiple people around him, and he's talking to the people about something. I don't know what he's talking to the people about. And you can hear it. He's ripping them. Brap, brap. You know, and he's just farting. Or I think it's the incontinence. Is that how you say it? I think he's shitting himself on TV. Like while people are there, like there's maybe 12, 13 people there, plus the press in the front. You can't see whoever else, the securities, whoever is there, you know. And he's shitting himself in front of multiple people. Do you know how embarrassed I would feel if I'm sitting there just talking to people and I can't help myself and I just brrp, 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 brrp. No. And I know he's sitting there. Just the stuff between him. Hopefully he's got a thick pair of boxers on or some drawers or whatever or a diaper. It doesn't bother him. But for me to be thinking about that, I'm like, this man is really sitting here trying to have a serious conversation mid shit, mid diarrhea, whatever you want to call it. Like, ew, ew. Anyway, leave some comments. What you think about the president having diarrhea at his press conference in the Oval Office? We could totally do better than that, right? Like I don't think Joe Biden was doing that. If he was doing that, we didn't know. You know, that's not falling asleep. That's you can't control your own ass. And it's not nothing to make fun of. It's just that hey, you chose this to be in a public office and a public face, and if you're gonna be on TV shitting yourself, pardon me, if you're gonna be on TV shitting yourself, this is America. We're gonna clown you. All right, we're gonna clown you. All right, if I see your kids talk any shit, we're gonna clown them about to remember when your daddy used to be on TV shitting himself. Yeah, so remember that for the future, y'all. Our president is a pedophile. He shits himself. He's friends with other pedophiles. He's an adulterer. He's an insurrectionist. He's a rapist. He's what else? A fraudster. He's a grifter. He's a bad real estate mogul. He can't build a wall. All right, that's at least 10 things that he sucks at. All right, he wants to bang his daughter. That should be enough, you know. He's a racist. He used to freaking be racist to his people. He used to try to rent, you know, apartments and condos in. His dad used to be a Klan member. I think he even tried to sit there and make his dad die a little faster so he could get some more money. He's a multiple-time bankrupter. Should be doing this. But, you know, thank you guys for watching. This has been The Fukeries with Travis Singh. Please like, share, and subscribe. Give us a chance. And in the very near future, make sure, like I said before, make sure you get registered to vote. Get your community involved. Get your friends and family involved. Don't be like me and be an antisocial person who chases away their family. I tend to do that. Let's get ready to kick this guy's ass out. Come the midterms. Hopefully the impeachment that comes up can stick. Hopefully he's done enough garbage where he can be kicked out. Hopefully people from his group, like the Marjorie Taylor Greens and the Massies and the other guy I mentioned, Tomlinson or something like that. Hopefully these people say, you know, we've had enough of this crap too. And we want to be a functional America and not a dysfunctional America. All right, the stuff with Maduro still has to deal with. Venezuela still has to deal with. Denmark still has to deal with, which is Greenland, whatever. You know, they're looking at Cuba this week. They're looking at Mexico. They're looking at Colombia. They just said Guyana is a better trade partner for the gas. So we got a lot of stuff going on in the next few weeks. So this February with the flukeries, I might be a little bit more, but let's see how it goes. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.